very small. Okay, it's not that heavy. So that's all. That's all the vacuum cleaner. Okay. So I have this thingy, right? I think. Okay. Do I have to put this in there? Let me research this. I am going out to my garden to gather whatever I find, so I want to make a breakfast just from the things that I have in the garden right now. I have some zucchinis and I have a huge head of cabbage, and of course I gathered some eggs as well. If you don't have a big space to garden, I would really go with having some lettuce, because that is so helpful to have as a fresh one. So besides the herbs, it's really nice to have some lettuce. You can just grab the few outer leaves and you can let grow the rest of it, and you can just pick as much as you want. And the other one that I really like is my chamomile, just to have some tea. We are getting ready to leave for a picnic, so I was in the hurry to make a bunch of things that we wanted to take. Joat was taking care of the smoothie, and we just kind of working around each other. And the biggest thing that helped me to do this when we are in the kitchen, like when all of us wants to work, is that I organize by zones. And the meaning of that, I have stations, so that way I can grab the things that I need to prepare the food right on the spot where I work on the countertop. So that way Joat can do his thing and I can do mine, and it just makes the mornings much smoother. Next year I'm going to plant a lot more cabbage, that's for sure, because there's just so many ways I can use it. I actually recorded a few recipes, I just haven't made it into my videos. But there's a recipe where I use a pancake and I have some cooked cabbage in there, and it's amazing. It's one of my favorite from my childhood, so I'm pretty sure eventually I will share that too. But today I'm just going to make a kolsa, because that's something that goes well with these burgers that Joat is going to cook on the barbecue. And I prepared the meat the day before, so I mixed a bunch of grinded vegetables in there, so make sure we get extra veggies from there. And then now I'm just preparing the kolsa. So the theme for the picnic was hamburger, and I didn't have any bun. So I tried to come up with something that is kind of like a bun-ish type something and we will see how it turned out. And on the other part for the breakfast, I made the easiest as possible. That was the zucchinis from my garden. I just shred them. I add some salt, a little bit of a gluten-free flour, and 2 eggs, and basically that's it. And I just fry them, and they are amazing. Sometimes we like to put some ketchup on the top when I'm serving it.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shine in every color, resting your head in my arms. You sing la 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 la.
I'm getting questions what I like to use to fry, and one of the number one is ghee. So they take out the protein. You can make it at home as well, and the reason I like it, it kind of has this buttery taste, and also everything it's crispy that I cook with that or fry. If I use a coconut oil, everything stays at the light color, it doesn't burn it. Avocado oil is somewhere between the coconut oil and the ghee, so it still browns a little bit. Olive oil I don't like to fry. I mean, definitely don't fry with that because it burns on a low temperature.
Like it's been forever, laughing all day. We spin around, we spin.
The buns are actually turned out much better than I thought it's going to be. So I definitely have to write down what I put in there because I want to measure this out for you guys as well, because it's definitely worth the effort to measure it out because it just turned out amazing. It was stuffed, so it was easy to bite the burger, but also it was still some crunch to it, so it was just perfect, just what I wanted.
Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. There's no place on earth I would rather be.
Somebody was asking me in the comments that how often I wash my sheet, and it's once a week. Usually it's Monday after the weekend, and I like to use a hot cycle and OxiClean with my linens.
Startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy.
This vacuum cleaner has been a very new experience for me. I definitely had to practice with that. I almost thought I need a driver license to that because the head was just moving into all kinds of directions, but I'm getting used to it now. So If I turn it a little bit on the top part, then it turns to the left. So it's something that I needed to get used to it, but after a couple of use, I was really getting a hang of it. I'm also very pleased with this feature that I can clean under the bed. I was kind of worried about this part, but it worked out beautifully. I can easily get under the bed with this vacuum cleaner. And of course, if there's a more flat area where I had to get into, I can still use my dry mop. When I first tried this vacuum cleaner, I was kind of worried if it doesn't suck strong enough because I think my older one is stronger, but I think it's due to the fact that I was using a smaller head. That's why it had a stronger suction. Oh my goodness. Guys. Now I can show you what's on my floor. I mean, look at this. Look. Holy moly, that's just from under the bed and from the bedroom. I can't imagine what it will pick up from the whole entire house, especially from the kitchen. I never get to see this before. I had a vacuum bag. You don't really see this dirt. It kind of just flat out just lays down on the floor all over. Wow, I'm very impressed. If I compare my old vacuum cleaner to this new one, what is easier with this one? Even though my old one was very lightweight, so as this one, but that one I have to hold. That is so much easier to move around, because with the other one I have to constantly check if it's coming with me and it got stuck on the edges and corners. So that one is coming with me everywhere, so that is why it's easier to clean with. Although I had to get used to it that I have to hold the weight. I have a very sensitive wrist and I was able to work with that. One of the features on this vacuum cleaner is that light. At first I thought it doesn't make sense. Why would you need a light? Now I know. You can see the dirt. You can even see the shadow of the dirt. I saw the dirt in corners where I never saw before. So it's definitely helpful. When I do the laundry, I have a separate basket for the boys because they are old enough to do their own clothing. So I just separate them. I do ours with my husband, and the kids will have this basket and they will have to take care of that later when they get home. at this. This was on my rug. This little thing picks up a lot.
You're far away and yet so close. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, you're
Based on the paper, what it said, it can handle 40 minutes long vacuuming. I was able to vacuum my whole entire home and I still had some power left on it. So I'm going to put on the charge every single night, so that way on the next day the vacuum is gonna be ready.
all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination. You're gone now.
This was for the today's clean with me video, and I will have a lot more to come, but today I just really wanted to try this new vacuum cleaner, and I think I'm gonna be a good friend with this vacuum cleaner because it's been amazing. And it was a very tricky transition for me because I had this other vacuum cleaner for over 17 years, so we become good buddies. We work together every single day, so now I look forward to get to know this vacuum cleaner a little bit more, how to clean it, and I will share more on that, how I take care of that. So far I'm very happy with this choice. It's been a big difference to have a cordless vacuum cleaner. I didn't think it's gonna have that big of an impact, but it does. It definitely, I am willing to do more. It's the same as with my steam mop. I don't procrastinate as much with that because it's easier to use, and that's the key to everything. That's why I keep simple everything at home, because as I clean, it makes my life easier. We'll see on the long run, but so far I'm really happy with that. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys soon. Bye.